Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
An act of gracious kindness. Treat gently or carefully. A feeling of favorable regard. An inclination to approve. That style is in favor this season. Bestow a privilege upon. An advantage to the benefit of someone or something. The outcome was in his favor. Promote over another. He favors his second daughter. Consider as the favorite. The local team was favored. Souvenir consisting of a small gift given to a guest at a party. An act of gracious kindness. Treat gently or carefully. A feeling of favorable regard. An inclination to approve. Bestow a privilege upon. An advantage to the benefit of someone or something. Promote over another. Consider as the favorite. Souvenir consisting of a small gift given to a guest at a party. Bestow a privilege upon. A right reserved exclusively by a particular person or group, especially a hereditary or official right. A special advantage or immunity or benefit not enjoyed by all. Law. The right to refuse to divulge information obtained in a confidential relationship. Select as an alternative over another. Promote over another. Give preference to one creditor over another. Like better. Value more highly. Some people prefer camping to staying in hotels. Souvenir consisting of a small gift given to a guest at a party. Souvenir consisting of a small gift given to a guest at a party. Tendency to be kind and forgiving. A kind act. The quality of being warm-hearted and considerate and humane and sympathetic. A kind act. The quality of being kind and gentle. Make unnecessary an expenditure or effort. This will save money. Accumulate money for future use. He saves half his salary. Refrain from harming. Record data on a computer. Save from sins. Retain rights to. Save from ruin, destruction, or harm. To keep up and reserve for personal or special use. She saved the old family photographs in a drawer. Spend sparingly, avoid the waste of. This move will save money. Bring into safety. Spend less. Buy at a reduced price. Sports. The act of preventing the opposition from scoring. The goalie made a brilliant save. Not taken up by scheduled activities. Spare time on my hands. Thin and fit. The spare figure of a marathon runner. Refrain from harming. Lacking embellishment or ornamentation. An extra car wheel and tire for a four-wheel vehicle. Give up what is not strictly needed. He asked if they could spare one of their horses to speed his journey. More than is needed, desired, or required. Sleeping in the spare room. An extra component of a machine or other apparatus. Lacking in magnitude or quantity. A spare diet. A score in 10 pins. Knocking down all 10 after rolling 2 balls. Kept in reserve especially for emergency use. A spare tire. Save or relieve from an experience or action. I'll spare you from having to apologize formally. Use frugally or carefully. The formal act of approving. His decision merited the approval of any sensible person. Acceptance as satisfactory. He bought it on approval. A message expressing a favorable opinion. Words of approval seldom passed his lips. A feeling of liking something or someone good. Although she fussed at them, she secretly viewed all her children with approval. A general direction in which something tends to move. The shoreward tendency of the current. An attitude of mind, especially one that favors one alternative over others. A tendency to be too strict. A characteristic likelihood of or natural disposition toward a certain condition or character or effect. Fabric with a tendency to shrink. An inclination to do something. Your usual mood. He has a happy disposition. An attitude of mind, especially one that favors one alternative over others. The act or means of getting rid of something. A natural or acquired habit or characteristic tendency in a person or thing. A swelling with a disposition to rupture. Geometry. The angle formed by the x-axis in a given line, measured counterclockwise from the positive half of the x-axis. An attitude of mind, especially one that favors one alternative over others. He had an inclination to give up too easily. Astronomy. The angle between the plane of the orbit and the plane of the ecliptic stated in degrees. The property possessed by a line or surface that departs from the vertical. He walked with a heavy inclination to the right. A characteristic likelihood of or natural disposition toward a certain condition or character or effect. The alkaline inclination of the local waters. Physics. The angle that a magnetic needle makes with the plane of the horizon. The act of inclining, bending forward. An inclination of his head indicated his agreement. That toward which you are inclined to feel a liking. Her inclination is for classical music. The appearance conveyed by a person's face. A pleasant countenance. The human face, kisser, and smiler, and mug, are informal terms for face, and fizz is British. Formal and explicit approval. Consent to, give permission. Give or assign a resource to a particular person or cause. Make it possible through a specific action or lack of action for something to happen. This sealed door won't allow the water come into the basement. Allow or plan for a certain possibility. Concede the truth or validity of something. I allow for this possibility. Let have. Mandela was allowed few visitors in prison. Allow the presence of or allow, an activity, without opposing or prohibiting. We don't allow dogs here. Consent to, give permission. I cannot allow you to see your exam. Allow the other, baseball team to score. Afford possibility. This short story allows of several different interpretations. Make a possibility or provide opportunity for, permit to be attainable or cause to remain. The evidence allows only one conclusion. Grant as a discount or in exchange. The camera store owner allowed me $50 on my old camera. Grant use or occupation of under a term of contract. A brutal terrorist group active in Kashmir fights against India with the goal of restoring Islamic rule of India. Make it possible through a specific action or lack of action for something to happen. A serve that strikes the net before falling into the receiver's court. The ball must be served again. Consent to, give permission. I won't let the police search her basement. Cause to move. Cause to be in a certain position or condition. This let me in for a big surprise. Actively cause something to happen. I let it be known that I was not interested. Leave unchanged. Let it be. Make it possible through a specific action or lack of action for something to happen. This permits the water to rush in. Allow the presence of or allow an activity, without opposing or prohibiting. Children are not permitted beyond this point. Consent to, give permission. She permitted her son to visit her estranged husband. The act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization. Large game fish, found in waters of the West Indies. A legal document giving official permission to do something. Benefit resulting from some event or action. It turned out to my advantage. The quality of having a superior or more favorable position. The experience gave him the advantage over me. Give an advantage to. This system advantages the rich. Tennis. First point scored after deuce. The quality of having a superior or more favorable position. The experience gave him the advantage over me. Place or situation affording some advantage, especially a comprehensive view or commanding perspective. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. I got promoted after many years of hard work. Make publicity for, try to sell, a product. Contribute to the progress or growth of. Be changed for a superior chess or checker piece. Change a pawn for a better piece by advancing it to the 8th row, or change a checker piece for a more valuable piece by moving it to the row closest to your opponent. Move forward, also in the metaphorical sense. Being ahead of time or need. Gave advance warning. A change for the better. Progress in development. A movement forward. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Women tend not to advance in the major law firms. An amount paid before it is earned. A tentative suggestion designed to elicit the reactions of others. She rejected his advances. Situated ahead or going before. An advance party. Increase or raise. Increase in price or value. The news caused a general advance on the stock market. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Develop in a positive way. Move forward. We have to advance clocks and watches when we travel eastward. The act of moving forward, as toward a goal. Rise in rate or price. Contribute to the progress or growth of. Bring forward for consideration or acceptance. Advance an argument. Cause to move forward. Develop further. Pay in advance. Can you advance me some money? Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. The property possessed by a slope or surface that rises. A reservation that is improved. I got an upgrade to first class when coach class was full. Get better travel conditions. I upgraded to first class when coach class was overbooked. Give better travel conditions to. The airline upgraded me when I arrived late and coach class was full. Hardware that provides better performance than an earlier version did. Rate higher. Raise in value or esteem. Software that provides better performance than an earlier version did. The act of improving something, especially machinery, by raising it to a higher grade, as by adding or replacing components. The power plant received a new upgrade. To improve what was old or outdated. I've upgraded my computer so I can run better software. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Raise in rank or condition. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Raise a smile. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Raise the specter of unemployment. Cause to become alive again. Raise from the dead. The act of raising something. Firemen learn several different raises for getting ladders up. Cause to puff up with a leaven. Invigorate or heighten. Cause to assemble or enlist in the military. Raise an army. The amount of salary is increased. He got a 3% raise. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. Put an end to. Raise a siege. Put forward for consideration or discussion. Raise the question of promotions. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Move upwards. Increase. Cultivate by growing, often involving improvements by means of agricultural techniques. We raise hogs here. Construct, build, or erect. Raise in rank or condition. Look after a child until it is an adult. Raise a family. Activate or stir up. Raise a mutiny. Bet more than the previous player. Bid, one's partner's suit, at a higher level. Bring, a surface or a design, into relief and cause to project. Raised edges. Cause to be heard or known, express or utter. Raise a shout. Collect funds for a specific purpose. The president raised several $1 million for his college. Create a disturbance, especially by making a great noise. Raise hell. Establish radio communications with. They managed to raise Hanoi last night. Increasing the size of a bet, as in poker. I'll see your raise and double it. Multiply a number by itself a specified number of times. 8 is 2 raised to the power 3. Pronounce vowels by bringing the tongue closer to the roof of the mouth. Raise your O. Raise the level or amount of something. Raise my salary. The act of looking or seeing or observing. He tried to get a better view of it. See or watch. View a show on television. Graphic art consisting of the graphic or photographic representation of a visual percept. Figure 2 shows photographic and schematic views of the equipment. Look at carefully, study mentally. View a problem. A way of regarding situations or topics, etc. Consider what follows from the positivist view. The range of the eye. They were soon out of view. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. The visual percept of a region. The most desirable feature of the park are the beautiful views. A message expressing a belief about something. The expression of a belief that is held with confidence but not substantiated by positive knowledge or proof. Deemed to be. She views this quite differently from me. The range of interest or activity that can be anticipated. Outward appearance. They look the same in outward view. Purpose. The phrase, with a view to, means, with the intention of, or, for the purpose of. He took the computer with a view to pawning it. Show consideration for, take into account. You must consider her age. Give careful consideration to. Consider the possibility of moving. Judge or regard. Look upon, judge. Look at carefully, study mentally. Think about carefully, weigh. They considered the possibility of a strike. Look at attentively. Take into consideration for exemplifying purposes. Deemed to be. I consider her to be shallow. Regard or treat with consideration, respect, and esteem. Please consider your family. Have faith or confidence in. Judge to be probable. Take account of. You have to reckon with our opponents. Expect, believe, or suppose. Deemed to be. Make a mathematical calculation or computation. Usually preceded by, in, a detail or point. The condition of being honored, esteemed or respected or well regarded. A man who has earned high regard. An attitude of admiration or esteem. A feeling of friendship and esteem. She mistook his manly regard for love. Paying particular notice, as to children or helpless people. Usually plural, a polite expression of desire for someone's welfare. Give him my kind regards. Look at attentively. Connect closely and often incriminatingly. A long fixed look. Deemed to be. Take charge of or deal with. Could you see about lunch? Make sense of. Assign a meaning to. What message do you see in this letter? Go to see a place, as for entertainment. We went to see the Eiffel Tower in the morning. See or watch. This program will be seen all over the world. Get to know or become aware of, usually accidentally. I see that you have been promoted. Date regularly. Have a steady relationship with. Did you know that she is seeing an older man? Find out, learn, or determine with certainty, usually by making an inquiry or other effort. I want to see whether she speaks French. Perceive or be contemporaneous with. You'll see a lot of cheating in this school. Undergo or live through a difficult experience. Be careful or certain to do something. Make certain of something. Come together. I'll probably see you at the meeting. Accompany or escort. I'll see you to the door. Perceive, an idea or situation, mentally. Now I see. Imagine. Conceive of. See in one's mind. I can't see him on horseback. Observe, check out, and look over carefully or inspect. I must see your passport before you can enter the country. Deem to be. I don't see the situation quite as negatively as you do. Deliberate or decide. Let's see, which movie should we see tonight? Go to see for a social visit. I went to see my friend Mary the other day. Go to see for professional or business reasons. You should see a lawyer. Match or meet. Observe as if with an eye. Perceive by sight or have the power to perceive by sight. You have to be a good observer to see all the details. Receive as a specified guest. The doctor will see you now. See and understand, have a good eye. The artist must first learn to see. The seat within a bishop's diocese where his cathedral is located.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.